Hello everyone, Mr. RailYard here, back with another video for you all. Today is a very interesting video. We are going to talk about a little side project that I'm working on for you guys. Before I go into detail, I want to explain a little bit what's going on. So, as you may or may not know, I've been doing Trainz since December of 2024, and I've been doing Trainz on YouTube and other platforms since 2022. I've been building routes since 2021, December 21, and I just love building routes. I love the freedom, and I like how long you can make them. I like that, you know, you can build base plates, you know, that are cool. So I got to the point because a lot of times I just throw away routes that, you know, I get bored and stuff, but I just want to build a route that's kind of speaks to me, speaks to my interest in railroading, and, you know, find something that, you know, it's going to stick for me. So the inspiration for this route is that I am inspired by a Roblox game called Rails Unlimited, which I used to play too, but I don't play it anymore because I don't play Roblox. I'm not really a Roblox fan. You know, I really like the game in Roblox though, and, you know, I have fond memories of playing it. So, and I remember a certain station area where you have two double-track main lines, kind of, and one would go to the station, one is the mainline railroad. So, and that's where my inspiration is, and that's where we're gonna begin. So, back over there, as you see, there's nothing around there. I should clarify too, this is not going to be a very long video. This is going to be quick and, you know, very quick. So just get down to what I've been working on this route. So we get to the switches here. One will be the main line, one will take you to the railroad stations over here. So let's see here. As we go over to here, we go to our railroad crossing here. The railroad crossing system I'm using is TRC railroad crossing, and I really like this a lot. You know, I like the, you know, flexibility, and I like the ease. It's very easy for me to set up and stuff, and I really love these crossings. So, and you know, you have I'll show you. You have these triggers. So this trigger right here, you know, I set it to that long of a radius, and then I set it to that long, and then I set it to that long on this one. So like in Roblox, they have it just like a the railroad crossing they use. I'll show you. I think there's a TRC crossing that's very similar, I believe. I could be wrong. Those are European railroad crossings. I might not have one that looks similar. It looks like this, but without the crossing gate. So, so I just wanted something with a crossing gate, and, you know, cantilevers. Gosh, this thing on top, and, you know, everything, you know. You know, I wanted to have one where the cantilever is like, you know, over here, you know, it stretches all the way to here. You know, they have two of them, and then you have two gates that would lower down, kind of like similar to the ones in Europe. But, you know, I don't think we have one in Trainz for that is TRC. I might see if one of my friends could attempt one, but, you know, that'll be down the line. So, but, you know, for now, I'm happy for what it is, and, you know, so as I said before, even it says on the sign here, you have 4 tracks, 2 for 2 different routes, 1 to the station, 1 continuing on to the main line. So the road I'm using is from SPA on the download station, and then I'm using a sidewalk right here, generic sidewalk. So I really like how it looks, and I like, you know, it looks really good with, you know, crossing over the tracks and stuff. So all right, over here we approach the railroad depot here. And like I said, the main line does go through there, and you could stop a train in there if you want, but I rather just pull a train in there. So that's how I designed it. So, like I said, I gotta figure out what the station name is. I'll put it somewhere, but they had it so it was double track and then one track, and then it was a single track platform right over here. I decided to add more platforms and double track everything. So, and over here we have the platforms over here. You have platform roof, you know, cover people, you know, if it's rain or something. So the one thing I don't really like about this is because it's the yellow line. I would keep it for this section crossing over the railroad tracks, but I like to have one where, you know, it's just blank. So I might see if I can reskin it or something, you know, have it blank. I don't know, I'll figure it out. But then you have these yellow looking, you know, buffers. Looks a lot like the ones you would see like at Chicago Union Station or any other Amtrak or commuter railroad terminal. But yeah, you know, this is really very much you know, a side project, because, you know, I'm working on several other things. You might be noticing on my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and some other places that I've been working on a very special project, you know, but I won't share it yet to YouTube. I don't, I probably should one of these days, but I will save it for another time for my YouTube fans out there. So, and then plus, you know, trying to go to school to be a 2D animator, you know, a lot of it is going to take time for those, and, you know, it's going to cut out this, but, you know, this would be a nice little side project to do, you know, to chill and, you know, just to run trains and make videos on. So, but yeah, another thing I could definitely tell you before getting into the next part of this area is that the sky that I'm using, hold on one sec, oh, wrong one right here, I'm using this sky right here, high definition sky texture. So yeah, also I did made an attempt before to make something similar to this. I unfortunately lost it, so, but you know, on the original one you had a little park going on, a road. I'm gonna try to recreate that. In the park too, we had a little something interesting at the park. We had a steam engine in the park. This is supposed to represent 4449 when she was in Oaks Park on display. I decided I wanted a display engine, and I thought this would be nice, a little tribute to, you know, the GS's, you know, some of my favorite streamlined steam locomotives of all time. Probably my top 3, right up there, probably with like the New York Central Dreyfuss Hudsons and the Royal Hudsons. Sorry, I'm more of a standard Hudson guy on the CPR, but, you know, I love all Canadian Pacific Hudsons, but that's going off topic. But yeah, these are my probably top 3 streamliners of all times. But the one thing I definitely changed is I did change the road number to another engine, 4446, another GS class locomotive. Because if you guys don't know, I am the narrator for the remake by Jackboy317, and I'm also one of the voice actors, and I'm the guy who built the route for the full bucket line route in Trainz, and I'm one of the voice actors. Hey, a bunch of troublemakers in there. Yes, I was the Scottish guy in the pilot episode of, you know, season 2, so just thought I'd do that a little bit for you guys. But I decided to just re-letter it 4446. This is actually, I should clarify too, this was before the remake of the Full Buccaneers remake and reboot happened, so but, you know, it was a little tribute to that show. So you know, that's the plan. So it'd be on a separate track right here, and it can look by and stuff. I'd like to have like a little museum and stuff, and it'd be fenced off and everything. So yeah, Alright, so with that, that's all I have to share at the moment. I know this is a whole lot going on right now, but I thought I would share the route with you all, you know, to give you guys a update of what I've been doing so far. Yeah. First and foremost, I don't have a name for this route, so if you guys have any route name suggestions, please let me know. Also too, if you want to see more of this route, if you want me to do regular updates, let me know and I will do it, and I'll consider this part 1 and then I'll do a part 2 and we'll go on from there. So also, like I said, I've been working on a lot of different projects lately, you know. One very special project, you know, working at my job, trying to go to art school, you know, you'd be 2D animator. So there's a lot of things on my mind too. So I do apologize if I don't publish as much as I should or want to, but just know that I'm still around, and you know, I will say this too, I'm on I have a Facebook group, on a Discord server, Instagram, Twitter. You know, I have all those socials, so if you guys want regular updates and want to see what's going on other than on YouTube, please especially go check out the Discord server, Twitter, and Instagram. Those are where you're going to see some of the stuff I've been doing and updates and stuff. So, but yeah, I hope you'll enjoy this little Amtrak video in the end of this video here, so that I put together, of the Amtrak train crossing this railroad crossing. So with that, I want to thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you all another time. Goodbye.